What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're in Lightroom and I'm going to be showing you how you can edit pictures using the default presets in Lightroom. So this is basically like one of the most basic ways you can use to edit your pictures. Alright guys, as you can see, I have a picture right now in Lightroom, and the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going all the way to the left where it says presets. And as you can see here, we have a lot of categories. So as you can see, the first one is the Lightroom black and white filter presets. So basically with this one, it shows you all the different types of black and white. So as you can see, the first one is called the blue filter, so it's kind of like a black and white. So when you click it, it shows up here and you can kind of like see a preview right at the top. Let's go with this one. There you go. So these are kind of like all the black and white, so we can look over all of them. So we have this one too. On the next category, we also have black and white filters. So it's kind of like the same thing over and over. So these are all black and whites, the first three. So if you wanted a black and white picture, you can basically use one of these and you can turn your photo into a black and white photo. Now we're going to go to the color presets. So let's go right here. There you go. Bam. And if you click on this one is aged photo. So basically it's going to be showing you this. And let's move on to the next one. This is the bleach bypass. And let's just quickly look over all the other ones. So you can basically kind of like look for the one that you like. So I kind of like this one because it brings out all the colors. So let's look over the next category, which is the effect presets. So for this one, as you can see, there's these are little grains. So it takes the grain, heavy grain. So so this one is the light grain. So it means there's a little less of the grains. And then the medium, rounded corner. So all these are kind of like effects you can use. You can kind of like see the rounded corners right there. We have the white rounded corner. We also have the vignette. There you go. If you wanted one, you have the vignette right there, which is pretty cool. And the last category I'm going to be showing you is going to be the general preset. So the auto-tune, just kind of like auto-tunes your picture. You have the medium contrast curve, punch, sharpen. All right. So this is pretty much it. And basically the only thing you need to do is pick a preset that you want to use. So I'm going to be going with into the color presets, and I'm going to be going with the let's see, all right, I'm going to be going with this old polar. So just like any preset, it doesn't always fit your photo, so you always want to adjust it. So once you select the preset that you want, you're going to go over to the right, which is right here. You can kind of like see how it's made, and you can tweak around. So as you can see, the only thing that was moved is the highlights. So it's on -30. So you can kind of like mess with it to see like how it works. So as you can see, this controls the background right here, all the white lighting on the background. So if I like move this, there's no lighting. So if I move all the way here, you can only see white. So I'm gonna move this all the way to the right so that I can be able to see the road that's in the background. There you go. That looks pretty good. And also another thing I like to mess with is the temperature. So I like the cold temperature. So I kind of like turn this into like a blue just to get the blue on the background. Or you can go to the right, just get the little like redness or warmth. And you can also mess with the exposure. So as you can see, if you go all the way to the left, it turns your picture dark. So it depends on how like light you want it to be. Obviously, if you go to the right, it's gonna turn like white. So I kind of like want to turn down the exposure so I get a little bit of darkness in the picture. So something like that. So that looks pretty good. And also you can let's go back up. You can also mess with the shadows right there. So if you go all the way here, there are like a lot of shadows. So if you like turn up, there are no shadows. So I like to kind of like bring this up a bit so that we can see the person in the picture. All right, so that looks pretty good. And you can also mess with the whites and blacks. So if you go all the way here, there are no whites. So if you kind of like turn the whites all the way up, you can see like all the whites being increased. So we're gonna turn this a little bit of like that, just a tiny bit, so that we can get the whites popping, and also the blacks. As you can see, it's like that. So we want to make sure like this jacket is black And so I want to make sure that it shows that it's black, so we can kind of like turn this down a tiny bit like that, kind of like this. So this looks pretty good. And you don't really need to mess with these, but you can kind of like mess with them to see what they do. You can also do a lot by going into the split toning, the detail, lens correction, effects. But for today, we're just going to be staying in the basic section so that we make the picture as basic as possible. So another thing you might want to do is maybe like crop the picture. The way to do this is you just go up to the top and click this first little boxy thing, and you can basically crop it like that, and then here, and just hit enter, and it's gonna get cropped. So this is basically what it looks like now. So I think this looks really good compared to the original. So if you want to compare the two, you can basically click right here, these two Y's, so you can definitely see the difference between the two pictures. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and I'm out. Peace.